Hey guys, welcome back. It's your brother in Christ, Weston. Thanks for joining me today. So today's article comes out of End Times Headlines. Let's get into it. Never surprising, Elon Musk says if all goes as planned, Neuralink will begin implanting brain chips in humans in 2022. I do cybersecurity for a living, and this is incredibly possible. And we're already doing this in the places of our body, like in our hearts, right? For electrical signals. There's literally all kinds of places that you can do it to help the body try to get back motion and senses and stuff like that, right? So the picture here shows literally a chip, a CPU on the top of the head with literally an operating system of wires that go out and connect into the brain. I'm thinking about like what does this look like to a surgeon? And is it like literally like cutting open the entire skull and then peeling it back? Ugh. And then implanting it and putting you have to be somebody who's like a surgeon slash I know where this goes in the brain and know how to like solder wires or something like that. Goodness gracious. So let's just read. Elon Musk has said that Neuralink has brain interface technology as a brain interface technology company, hopes to start implanting its microchips in humans next year. Neuralink, co-founded by Musk in 2016, is developing a chip that would be implanted in people's brains to simultaneously record and stimulate brain activity. And it's intended to have medical applications such as treating serious spinal cord injuries and neurological disorders. During a live stream interview at the Wall Street Journal CEO Council Summit on Monday, Musk was asked about Neuralink, what Neuralink plans in 2022. Musk said Neuralink is working well in monkeys, and we're actually doing a lot of testing and just confirming that it's very safe and reliable, and Neuralink device can be removed safely. Well, that puts me at ease. As the users think about moving their arms or hands, we would decode these intentions, which would be sent over via Bluetooth. And so there's plenty of ways to hack Bluetooth. To use a user's computer. You are literally having a GUI, an interface that somebody can interact with over waves, over radio waves, right? So you have Bluetooth, you have cell waves, you have radio waves, you have goodness gracious, there's multiple that you can interact with, right? You have anything like that. It's like I would almost think that somebody would have to put a Faraday cage. It's a Faraday cage is something that you would put over to not allow incoming connections to come in and anything to go out, right? So you're blocking off a certain area. So say it's my house, right? And I don't want anybody outside of this house to be able to connect to my network. They may be able to see it, but they can't connect it, right? Or not even connected at all, right? You just put a Faraday cage over it. And if you're in the vicinity, then it pops up and it says, hey, this is the router's saying, hey, this is who I am. This is who I am. I almost think that they would make hats that you could put over them to it's almost like tinfoil, right? Goodness gracious, tinfoil hats to put over somebody's head so they could be safe from somebody just throwing up a Wireshark, looking at somebody broadcasting a network. This is all Wireshark is packet capture and being able to just listen for routers or anything that's broadcasting, and then just looking. You can do hotspots on your phone, and people can see it. You can look around, open up your phone to see all these routers that are broadcasting their network, their SSIDs, and you could just sit there and maybe you could catch somebody's brain and get into it. This is crazy. Okay, okay, let's finish. Sent over via Bluetooth to the user's computer. The website states that users would initially learn to control via virtual mouse. Later, as users get more practice and are adaptive to decoding algorithms continue to improve, we expect that users would be able to control multiple devices, including a keyboard or a game controller. The National Post stated that during a live stream interview at the Wall Street Journal CEO Council Summit, Musk said that chip is working well in monkeys. The company is doing extensive testing to confirm that it's very safe and reliable and that the device can be safely removed. In August of last year, Neuralink showcased a preliminary coin-sized device that is described as the latest prototype. And it's like a Fitbit in your skull with tiny wires. Yeah, what? Musk said that the chip during a demonstration on a pig. Musk said of the chip during a demonstration on a pig in 2020. While he has previously suggested a time frame for Neuralink implanting chips in humans, Musk has a history of overpromising and under-delivering. In 2019, he said Neuralink was projecting to begin human testing by 2020, and again in 2021. We hope to have this in our first humans, which will be the people that have severe spinal cord injuries, like tetraplegics, quadriplegics next year, pending FDA approval, he told Wall Street Journal. So, like we always say, all these things have somewhat of a good intention on the public, on the surface, right? But there is something very deep and dark here that can be manipulated. And this is where I have talked about like mind control. Like, you know, people say that people can get brainwashed, or you've heard like conspiracy theories of like MK Ultra, stuff like that. Like, I've heard about that, and how people can be brainwashed, or people can be groomed, or people have what is it? It's like a groomer. It's another name for it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. And it's like they have them on a leash, right? And so what is it? This is like goes beyond that of saying like, hey, I'm able to catch the Bluetooth signal. I'm able to then mask who I am or what I'm doing. I am then connecting via Bluetooth. You allow me in. Once I'm in, I can start. I don't know. I just like my mind is just going like I could send. I want you to do this to this person. I want you to change these thoughts. I want you to do the thing you said you weren't going to do. I want you to just literally just think about everything that person is and their morals, and then just flipping it on its head. This is the reason why I say this is because I've talked about Revelation 13 and how a society gets there. And I can clearly see this being like where people are manipulated because they have a chip in their head and they don't.
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
Well, thanks, Siri. I don't want you listening anyways. Where people are being manipulated and accepting the mark of the beast. Like I've always wondered, how do you get to a society that is willing to take that? If you knew if you could count the cost, if I'm sitting here, I'm a believer, you're an unbeliever, and the Antichrist is right there. And I'm like, look, that's the Antichrist. I know it is, yada, yada, yada. And even though I'm not going to be here, but, and I'm like, hey, this guy's it. He's going to put the mark of the beast on you, the false prophet, the beast, the false prophet, the beast, and the Antichrist. Don't accept it, or you're going to go straight to hell. You're going to go straight to hell, then the lake of fire for all of eternity. It's a one and done deal. And somebody's sitting there on the back and just like, accept it, take it, give me all your money, donate this, do this kind deed, cover up this. Like, just thinking about how people can be manipulated. We're already manipulated by just talking vocally and misinformation campaigns, disinformation campaigns. What is it? I hope I can say that without getting flagged. What is it? False flags, predictive programming, propaganda, virtue signaling, all these things that we can do in the natural, right? Just think about something that can happen digitally, and then and just say, hey, you know what? There's so much technology to the point of deep fakes, right? Where you think it's somebody, it looks exactly like them, but it's not. And just thinking about that, if we can do that today, then what makes you think by putting something here in the brain, right, where all these decisions happen right and left. I'm not a person who knows a lot about the brain, but what I'm telling you is like everything that happens here, you manipulate this. It's just like something out of a movie, right? You just take control of their mind, and then they're just going to do whatever you want, right? And this is where I'm getting at. I wonder if this is somehow used for an end times mark of the beast scenario where a society is an agreement, and they do it. I don't know, but I thought it was very interesting, and though it would be great to see technology used in a way that is supposed to promote like the longevity of a human, the health of a human, right? Not to say that you're supposed to live forever. I don't want that to happen at all. I want to die so I can live forever with the Lord. I don't want to live forever in this. What I'm saying is to give them an overall help them, right? Like if we could find if we had cures for cancer, cures for tetraplegics or quadriplegics, I get that the intention and the motive is good, but there's a piece of it that's like, hey, like, you're putting a chip in my brain. Like, what? A part of me is like, I just don't think that's the way to go about it. So anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you think about this Skynet thing that's about to take over, and what is it? The T9000s are gonna come out, and the machines are gonna take over. Literally, that's what it feels like. John Connor's coming back, and there's portals opening up. So anyways, guys, that's the video. I'll see you in the next one.